What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome back to another episode of the Low Life Motherfucking Chopper Podcast.
What's up, you flipping bungholes? We are joined tonight by Nick of Speed Trap Choppers. Welcome, Nick, to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, our pleasure. So we're going to get into what the F Speed Trap Choppers is, who Nick is, why is his hair so beautiful. Look at that quaff. Man, I would murder someone. I'd murder a family member for a quaff like that. But first, we got a little light housekeeping. To take care of. I have an announcement, and Locked, I didn't tell you before because I wanted to see the look of surprise on your face.
These are my favorite kinds of announcements. Lay it on me, Big Daddy.
I found a way to recover our old episodes.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes. So
Don't
shout
lie
out
to me.
to Elvis Quanbeck. So he hit me up and he was like, yo, bro, I used to use this weird app to download the show and they're all there. So I went over to this app that he had sent me, and it wasn't there for me, right? Because I didn't use it, but it did give me an idea. And I went into my own, being a longtime listener of the show, and I downloaded. They just automatically downloaded it on my phone. You can't just pluck them off the phone. It took some IT wizardry, but I found a way to get the contents on my phone to upload to sync to my computer, and Apple hides like where the actual audio file is, so you can't just like download it. It doesn't like go into a folder, but on the back end there's a way to get that file, and it's all scrambled. So it's a meticulous process where I have to download each episode from my phone to the computer and then figure out what episode it is, because it doesn't say like, this is where we're at, like it doesn't have like that. It's just like a bunch of like letters strung together, but I have it and I've already downloaded like 40 episodes. So I got those.
Oh, you got all of the episodes?
Because I've been listening since the beginning. So they're all on my phone. And
Oh
I'm able to
my
sync
God.
that. Yeah, dude, I'm able to sync it with my fucking computer now. And I just have to go through all 250 episodes one by one, downloading it, listening to it, recording what episode it was. And then I can finally upload. And then I'll have to upload them. But I'll be able to upload them to
Dude, that's
some
huge
platform.
to have the whole backlog.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. I was so stoked. I was like, dude, it's actually working. And I've just been like, today during the day, I was just like, one by one, just download, upload, rename, put it onto an external disk, but I'll be able to save them. So thank you, fucking Elvis, for the idea. And
I love that.
Jesus Christ, I thought they were gone forever.
Sad.
It's gonna
There's
take
so
a while,
many gems.
but yeah, there's some great shit. And I was going through it and I was like, oh fuck, I love that episode.
Yeah, there's so many good ones.
We're going to be able to save all that content, and I'm fucking pumped. It's going to take me like a month to get through every episode, but at least we got them. And then we'll figure out where we're going to store them all, because I don't think we can put them back on Spotify.
You don't think so? I
don't think so. We might be able to sneak them in there. I mean, whoever reported us and got us canceled in the first place, they probably can't find our podcast, like, because even our fans can't. I had another dude hit me up this week and was like, hey, you're not on Apple anymore. I was like, we had a name change, and that was
Jesus.
it. So
how do we send a mass like email or something?
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to. I mean, if I can get a hold of someone from Spotify, we might be able to work this shit out still. But anyways, we got the episodes. They're ours, and they're on my hard drive, so motherfuckers can't take them away.
Super dope. I love that.
Yeah. Yep.
Other news, we got the motherfucking Chop Luck coming up. Oh man, I should have fucking put this on my computer. I didn't. Whatever, dude. I'm gonna go ghetto as fuck right here. Come on. Oh, there it is. Chop Luck. Is that backwards for you guys?
No, it's great.
There you
All right,
go.
cool. Because it's backwards for me for some reason. Anyways, Chop Luck is December 9th. That's a Saturday, 6 to 10 p.m. May go a little bit later. This is a toy drive. So bring a motherfucking toy. That is like your entry fee. We're donating all of them to a local church for them to give away to all of the less fortunate children in the world. We're just trying to save one little child at a time. If you don't have a toy, if you don't have time to get a fucking toy, donate $5 at the door so we can kick that to the church. Anything fucking helps. There'll be door prizes. You'll get a ticket when you come in. We'll have a bunch of stuff on raffle. Dan has already donated a skate deck that he painted that is super fucking dope. It's like a crackled white with like this fucking wild green flames going down. That thing's sick as fuck. But there'll be a bunch of shit being raffled there. You'll automatically get one ticket when you come in the door. It's a potluck, so bring a fucking dish. Everybody's bringing a different dish. This is what we've done every year since the Chop Luck has been a thing, and it has always been dope. People bring the fucking best food, especially if you've taken a couple pokes. You know what I mean? All the food's good at that point. We'll be fucking streaming only the best music over my ghetto Bluetooth speaker. We're gonna start with all of Disney soundtracks like Lion King, Little Mermaid, all the good shit. You know what I mean? Then maybe we'll get into
Bangers.
Cotton Eye Joe, Macarena.
Now
but it's gonna be
music part 1.
yeah. We're gonna listen to Kids Bops from 1 to 20.
We might have a karaoke machine.
Yeah, we might have karaoke. We're gonna live stream an episode, so we're gonna set up the full shit. I know you guys can't see it, but the computer, the fucking whatever this little fucking camera is that's watching me, the mic, all of this shit. And do a live stream. That way people at the party can just sit down, talk to whoever's watching live. Then we'll put it on the YouTube channel so you guys can see what happened at the Chop Luck for people that can't get there.
Yeah, it's going to be a time. So don't miss out if you're local and you don't go. I said this last week. I'm going to say it again. If you're local, you consider yourself home and you don't show up at the Chop Luck and give toys to kids for Christmas, you're a fucking piece of dog shit.
You're a dink.
You're dead to me.
There's no
So show
excuse.
up. I don't
There's
care what
plenty
you
of
got going
time
on.
to plan for this.
Yeah. It's a month away, so be there.
Yeah, that's all I got right now.
Yeah,
Unless you have
so
something
one
else.
last thing. Wannabe Fabrication. You can hear him. He did an episode with us not too long ago. He has a bike. I forget what it's called. Sweet Baby. 1995 Sportster 883, as
Sick
seen
bike.
on the Low Life Chopper podcast. It's beautiful, dude. This thing is like,
nice bike.
dude, paint. It's a white bike. Got the fucking fishtail up sweeps. 21 on the front, 6 over front end. This is a chopper starter. It's short money too. So get in on the raffle for Wannabe Fabrication. That dude's a fucking beast. He actually, like, unlike me, he's actually skilled and good at what he does. So like the bike is clean. It's nicely put together. It's not just like hacked together after like 30 beers.
Yeah.
So, dude, the paint on it is fucking mint. You got the pink flames and all that shit.
Yep.
But yeah, get in on that raffle before it sells out.
And then one other thing, just a quick shout out. Shout out to Josh from Steel City Blacksmithing and Brandon at Badfish Customs. They both got accepted to build bikes for the Smokeout. Super cool. Both those dudes are super, super fucking talented. So I'm sure they're gonna bang out something cool as fuck. If you don't follow them already, go follow them. It's Badfish Customs on Instagram and Steel City Blacksmithing on Instagram.
When's the Smokeout?
God damn it! I was just fucking yelling and shit. I think it's September.
We should try to get out to that.
Yeah, I'm down for it. It's in the Carolinas.
Let's get out to that.
Cycle Source runs it and shit now. So
is that the one in South Carolina?
I think
North Carolina.
I don't know. Yeah. South and North are the same to me. Anybody that's from the Carolinas is pissed I just said that, but whatever.
Yeah, it should just be Carolina.
Yeah, I agree.
One big state. Why they divide? Why they split up?
One's the mountains, one's the beach, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
One's like country, one's city.
Okay.
Whatever.
They should hash that out.
Let's get into this motherfucking episode.
Oh yeah. So Nick, you're
What's
from not the beach. You're from Milwaukee, or as they call it, the good land.
That's
Is that what they
correct.
call it?
I think
I
it's.
guess.
I saw it in Wayne's World.
It's from a
Really?
movie. Yeah.
Wayne's World. Alice Cooper. Yeah. So
The all-knowing.
yes. So I guess let's just, for people that don't know, what is Speed Trap Choppers? What do you do? What do you make?
Make parts all by hand. I don't have any fancy machines, lathes or Bridgeports and all that stuff. I make everything
You don't have a lathe?
with those.
You don't have a lathe?
Nope, I don't have any of that stuff. I make all that shit by hand.
What the fuck?
I
that just brought your stock way up.
the knobs and stuff that for the idle screws, I do have a machine shop in Michigan that makes those for me. But other than that, that's the only thing I outsource.
Oh no shit.
No
Besides
shit.
the actual
dude.
like the pleated filters for the air filters, I get those from Lowbrow. But everything else is I make. It's all by hand, and it's all. I mean, I got some power tools, but I don't have anything fancy. It's all just me doing it because I like doing it, and yeah, that's how it started. Like I just did it for myself, and I'm like, hey, why don't I just see if other people dig this shit too? If not, I'll just crawl back under a rock. So
So how did Speed Trap Choppers start?
Kind of a funny story. The name has nothing to do with like speed traps or cops or anything like that. It all started because the first thing I wanted to make was a bear trap style foot peg with speed holes. So speed trap foot pegs.
That's sick.
And then the name just kind of came from that. And the
I
foot
love
pegs
that
are still
idea.
on the website. The foot pegs are still on the website, even though I have no intention on ever selling or making another set. But because that's the first thing that started it all, I leave that on the website as like a placeholder, like where everything came from. The whole idea started from.
Let me
That's cool as fuck.
share this out because these things are fucking really cool.
I actually thought about doing that a while ago with not a bear trap. Bear traps are fucking big. But like the smaller ones they use like coyotes. I was like, dude, those would be sick little highway pegs.
For sure.
I had a buddy
I'll
that
have to
used,
edit
you know, the
these
things
on.
they used to like measure your foot with in like shoe stores.
Yeah.
He used those for running boards, dude, for like floorboards. And dude, it
The Al Bundy special?
it looks so sick.
Al Bundy special. Did he get two of them? A fucking Bradley's went out of business. They don't do that shit anymore. They don't even bother measuring your foot.
No.
I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Yeah, he had it on a flathead, dude. It was super fucking rad.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild, dude. So
And then he put
so
speakers.
Speed Trap.
That same dude
what's that?
put speakers on his flathead. But it wasn't just like a
What?
sound system like a bagger. He put speakers with an 8-track, dude.
Oh my God.
It was so fucking funny. All right, we can get back to regular business.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, you got to go through a fucking, you got to wire that in. You
Yeah,
gotta
you
have
like
8
putting a
tracks.
video game in there, dude.
You got to figure it out. No shit, dude. All right. So how long ago was that you made those foot pegs?
2 years.
2 years. Okay.
2 years ago, that's when I started this whole thing. And then
what
before that, it was just
was it, I guess, like, were those just like on Instagram or something? You were selling them one-offs, or like, did you immediately go right to like the website? Because you got a nice website and all that shit.
As soon as I decided to do it, I mean, that's kind of how I am. Once I get focused in on something, it's fucking go.
Yeah.
So as soon as I decided to do this, it was like the full website. Like I started, brainstorming ideas and what I'm going to do, what I want to do. And then like the whole like clothing thing came into play. Like I got to have some merch, so let's get that rolling. I mean, and within the first year I had probably Six products, 6 parts, and then like maybe 10 or 20 shirts.
No shit. What
Oh,
were your
shit.
first like 6 products?
The foot pegs, the gold digger foot pegs, the bear traps. I was doing sissy bars for a little bit, like making them and then selling them,
Mm-hmm.
and then I kind of got away from that and just started focusing in on the foot pegs. And
Were you doing like custom sissy bars for order, or were you just like you had a design?
it
And
was
you
it
were
was
putting
just
it
like
up?
I'd make them, put the tail light on, like your lowbrow, box style tail lights or the old
Mm-hmm.
Model A's or Model A tail lights and stuff like that. Because
Mm-hmm.
I, the way I do things is if I just want to do it, I'm going to make it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It does, but it doesn't if it sells. Like I have these ideas, like I want to do this, and then I do it,
Yeah.
and then if somebody wants it, cool. If not, well, I got that
Fuck 'em.
out of my head and on to the next thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I operate. Like if I want to do this, it's not like, oh, can I sell a bunch of these? No, I want to make this. I want to see if I can do it, and I want to see how good I can do it, and then I do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then if people dig it, cool, I'll make more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not, I'm on to the next thing.
Yep.
It's
Oh,
more
shit.
of just about getting ideas out rather than like, hey, I want to sell a bunch of shit to people. So,
Yeah.
So
that's
this is
cool.
I guess what's your you have a day job and this is kind of like your after hours stuff, or
yeah, I've been a auto paint tech for 25 years,
oh shit.
Fuck.
and I've been doing custom paint for a majority of that. Like back in the chopper craze, like when Jesse James and the Discovery Channel were blowing everything up. That was huge. I had a shop in South Milwaukee here doing just paint,
Holy
and
shit.
that was huge. That was a good time right there.
Oh,
'Cause
shit.
everybody wanted a custom bike back then,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
So
You've been doing custom paint for 25 years. You look like you're 25 years old with that hair,
40,
dude.
44.
No
Oh
shit.
fuck. Well, that's still, dude. You've been doing fucking auto paint for a long goddamn time.
That's all I've been doing. That's what I've done my entire life.
Holy shit, dude.
As soon as I got out of high school, that's what I've been doing this entire time.
That's awesome.
So yeah, once I started doing the repair side of it, then the custom part didn't come too long after that,
Yeah.
So then I started doing that. But yeah, the collision part's been the steady out throughout all the years.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Sweet.
now I just kind of stick. I don't really do the custom paint as far as spraying anymore. I focus mainly on if people want hand painted, brush painted murals and pinstriping and stuff.
Oh, motherfucker.
And
Now
like
you're talking my language.
yeah, all right.
I love it.
And like last few years in Milwaukee here, when the World of Wheels car show comes around, the Pinstriping Legends charity auction, they have that every year at that car show, and they raise
Yep.
money for Children's Hospital of Wisconsin.
Yep.
And I think last year, over the 20-something years that they've been doing it, they raised over $1 million for Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I've
yeah.
And
donated a
it's
couple
just people
pieces.
from all over the country just pinstriping stuff, and then they donate it, and it gets auctioned off. And
Yeah. I've
so
donated a
I'll
bunch
be
of
doing
shit
that
to
in
that.
February. Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. So that's coming up in February. So
That's dope. I'm actually supposed to be going to a panel jam Saturday. But I also coach football for my son's team, and we just won the playoffs, and the championship is fucking Saturday. Yeah, dude. And so my mentor is going to be there. There's going to be, I think there's like 30 pinstripers going, all from up and down the East Coast. Hot Rod Jen's going to be there, like all of these motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
And
She's amazing.
your boy
She
can't
is so
go.
talented. It's unreal.
Dude, she is phenomenal. She's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah. She makes it look easy.
Yeah. I'm bummed I can't go.
Even though we all know it's not. We all know it's not, but she makes it look easy.
It's one of the hardest things, and that's what I always tell people is like, because I kind of got like pretty decent pretty fast, but because I have a tattoo background, and when I started, I'm like how what you were saying is like when I'm like I'm doing this, that's all I fucking do. You know what I mean? So when I started pinstriping, I pinstriped 7 days a week, and I would pinstripe for 2 hours every single night, 7 days a week for a whole year straight. You know what I mean? So then by the time
Yeah.
I'm on year 2, I'm doing shit that guys at a year 5 are doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that I always tell people, like, even now, I've been doing it now for 4 years, I think, or 3 years. And if I don't pinstripe
Mm-hmm.
for a month, I can tell. I can tell
Yeah.
immediately. Like my lines I can't pull long lines. I'm not creative anymore. It's fucking crazy. It's like a tool. If you don't use it, you will lose it.
I've been lucky like that. Like I cannot do it for a few months, and like I could put a brush in my hand right now and pull a straight line.
No shit.
Yeah, I got lucky like that. I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
But
it's weird. Like if I pinstripe a lot, I can just whap shit out. Like my creative juices are flowing. If I skip a month, dude, it's like I feel like a fucking beginner again. I'm like, what line do I make next?
Well, it's funny. Like my uncle taught me how to pinstripe, and one thing that always stuck with me when he was teaching me is don't just sit there and put lines on panels and squiggly
Yeah.
lines and shit. Actually do stuff for people, because you're doing it for real. You'll try harder.
Yep. Yeah.
Like,
I didn't
just
do the whole
fucking go for it.
thing where like people will light you up in like pinstripe groups. Like you need to do 1,000 straight lines, 1,000 squiggly lines. I'm like, no, absolutely not. I'm not fucking doing that.
No.
I just pinstripe for every homie I had and like random people I would meet, and it just worked better for me.
There you go.
And the funny thing is too is like,
that's how you do it.
I'm not like a real social person. You would think I am because I have a fucking podcast. But like when I go to a show, I just don't talk to people. Not. Yeah. When I go to a show, I just don't talk to people. But I pinstripe way better at a show than I do at home. When I'm pinstriping in front of a bunch of people, I fucking lay it down, dude. But just at home, I like struggle with it.
Focused in.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because like you can't fuck up in front of people. You know what I mean? You can't wipe a line off when people are watching.
You're doing it for real. You're trying harder. At home, It's like, whatever. If I fuck this up, nobody cares, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I remember for like the first year I was doing it, well, like first 6 months I was on my own, like trying to figure it out. And then I met this dude named Stitch, who's a local pinstriper who's been doing it for like 10 years now. Guy's a fucking stud. And he told me, he's like, pretend like you can't wipe it off and watch how much better you get. So for a year straight, dude, I would not wipe my paint. If I fucked up, figure out how to fix it. You know what I mean? And I really think that made me a better fucking pinstriper.
See, it's funny, like how everybody has their own ideas on how to do things, but it still gets to the end result. Like, like my thing is like, it doesn't matter how far you're into a piece. Like, say you got like 6 colors down and all this whole thing laid out. If you stand back and it looks like shit, wipe it the fuck off.
Yeah.
Start over. Doesn't matter if you've been sitting there striping this thing for the past 2 hours. If it's not jiving, wipe it off, start over.
I've thrown so much shit away.
Don't try and save it.
Yeah. I've thrown so much shit away. It's crazy. Do you keep any of your pinstripe stuff?
Thing? Was it from the like the car painting stuff, or like do you do that? Do you do pinstriping and paint?
I would do pinstriping and paint.
You do for professionally?
The pinstriping thing is well, yeah, I guess you could say it professionally.
Okay.
I mean, I've been doing that almost as long as I've been painting cars, and that's like been consistent the entire time. So
do you have like a signature style?
Not really. It changes it. I mean, it constantly evolves, like as far as what I feel like doing. So you might catch me one year where it's a lot of like, points and, straight lines, like the classic type stuff. Yeah, the dagger stuff. And then all of a sudden they go like, okay, well, I want to try something different, and I'll do some more like loopy, scrolly stuff,
Yeah.
So it's constantly changing.
I've never been a huge fan of the scroll stuff.
I wanted to do
like
it
how it
because
looks.
I wanted to try it. Yeah. Like I don't really personally, like I can appreciate how it looks, but I don't get into like the real like swan feather, 10 different colors blending into each other, like that.
Yeah.
Really doesn't get me
My
going.
problem is
I mean, I
I like natural brushes, like real squirrel hair.
Right.
And most scroll brushes are synthetic. And I just don't like them. They're too bouncy. I have found one like the Bobo brush is legit squirrel hair. That one's nice.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel I've been trying to do a lot more like lettering shit too. And it's the same thing
Yeah.
with that, man. It's like trying to find lettering brushes that are legit hair is a pain in the fucking dick. And if you find them, they're so much money.
I got a set of those. What I can't. I'll probably murder how you say it, but the Hanakin lettering brushes.
Really?
What? Yeah. Mac lettering brushes. Those things work great for me.
Really? Are those synthetic or?
But yeah. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah. I ordered
You have
the.
to look it up.
I
Go on
never
the Mac
remember what it is.
website.
It's like Dragonfly or Firefly or something. Dragon brushes from Mac. And those are supposed
Okay.
to be for like lettering and like fine detail and all that bullshit. But
And
it's
then
just,
like the brushes that I use for scrolling are the Virus, the 3/4 handle Virus brushes.
yep. Oh, you
Those
like
are
the
what I like to
3/4
use.
handle?
Yeah, the
Yep.
3/4 handle Virus brushes.
Yep.
And then another thing, like I've always used just like your standard Mac pinstripe 00 pinstriping brushes, but recently I tried the Todd Hansen signature model, that Alien
Nice.
Deathhawk thing.
Yep.
Dude, that is next level.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like if you don't already have one, get one because I didn't think like, oh, it's just a brush. Like how big of a difference could it make? But I mean, it's noticeable.
Oh, it's huge, dude. So there's
on
one.
how smooth it pulls. Yeah.
Yeah. Von Dago makes. He has a Pro Series brush, and his has like it bumps in like where your thumb goes, so you have like a nice spot for your thumb, and it makes it so you can pull such nice fucking lines. The only thing I don't like about it is if you're doing like a real intricate piece, because it has that indent, it's tougher to
Mm-hmm.
roll the brush.
Oh yeah, because you're
So
fighting that
right.
notch out of there.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm using that for like my nice like straight lines, and if I have to do like some real intricate shit, I do King 13. I really like those ones from Mac too.
Yeah, that's the Todd Hansen brush too.
Yep.
That King 13. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, those are really nice.
Yeah,
here's the
Wata, you had recommended the Bobo brush for the flames on my
Bobo brush
bike,
is really nice.
I was having a hard time like that's a scroll brush, right? The long thin one.
Yep.
That worked really good. That was a game changer because I was trying to pull with the 00 Mac brush, real thick line, you know.
Yeah.
But those you can just.
Yeah, and I'm such a snob too. So the guy that taught me, he does like the real like traditional shit, like the Roth shit and all that. So everything I learned was all dagger brush. So like I just like got this thing in my head where it was like, if you don't use a dagger brush, you're a cheater.
Oh really?
Because like when I see people like pinstripe with scroll brushes, I'm like, come on, where's the challenge in that, bro? But I guess like whatever puts the paint down.
Yeah, as long as you get the end result you want.
Right.
I mean, how you get there is how you get there. Everybody's got their own technique.
Yeah. I just like the dagger brush. Like if you're doing a full design with a dagger brush, you've put your fucking time in. Because like that shit's not easy. But here's the number one question I got for you for pinstriping. Which paint do you use?
I'm sticking with One Shot.
Really?
I tried. I mean, not a knock against Alpha, but I tried using Alpha enamel, and it just, I mean, it's not the same for me.
Yeah. So here's what
here's the pro tip though. If you take One Shot hardener and put it in Alpha enamel, it pulls so much smoother. It almost pulls like One Shot.
That's what I do.
And it hardens up. Up just the same. Yeah,
yep.
but if you use the Alpha hardener and the Alpha paint, like in my opinion, it doesn't work so well. But the One Shot hardener and Alpha paint.
Yeah. So I started with One Shot. I love One Shot because I agree it pulls really fucking nice. And then I went to Alpha just because one of the chicks that does, she's like a local pinstriper. She's a dealer. So I'm just like, hey,
Uh-huh.
do you got this color in stock? Yep. Okay. And I just go grab it. And that's when One Shot like fucking shot through the roof on prices. And I was like, dude, fuck that. I'm not paying that much
or
money.
if you could even get it.
Right.
If you can even get it. Yeah.
The other thing I really like about Alpha Enamel, which I wish fucking One Shot would do, is they are already in the bottles with the fucking bearings inside.
bottles
so
with
you
the-
can just
Oh,
shake
yeah,
it and
yeah.
squeeze.
Yeah.
That was the one thing I
Right.
hated about One
That's
Shot. Is
way
like I'd get
easier.
the can and I'd have to fill up the bottle, throw the bearing in. One Shot, just get on the fucking. Come on, like let's get with the times here.
It's gotta
Put
be
this shit in the
cheaper to
squeeze
be
bottle.
in there. Yeah. Put it in
Like,
a
I
fucking
like
the
plastic
can.
bottle.
Like the can is nice because it's like nostalgic. That's just what it's been,
Right.
and it's cool to have
Can't
all the
pour
One
it.
Shot cans. And I guess
Right.
like if you're doing bigger shit, like if you're sign painting and shit, I guess it makes sense to have the cans, because then you can just paint out of the fucking can pretty much. But I don't know.
Right.
I just really like the squeeze bottles, and it's much easier to fucking
Yeah.
tote around and like your whatever you bring to shows and shit.
They're cheaper too. I mean, they're $20 versus $25 or whatever, right?
Oh,
Like the
One Shot's
Alpha?
gone through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
some of that
Shot's
stuff
super
is getting up
expensive.
to like 30, 40 bucks.
Yeah,
30,
it's
40
crazy.
Holy shit.
There's
Yeah,
still some
of the
colors, though.
Yeah.
There's still some colors where I only use One Shot. Like their red, I like that way better than the red from Alpha. So I only use
yeah.
One Shot red.
Yeah.
Their gray, that's my favorite gray. It's like those like the hot rod.
White's
colors.
another
and,
one.
And yeah, the white and the ivory. Those are all the ones that I use from
Yeah, you got
One Shot still.
You got to stick with One Shot with that. Yeah.
But Alpha makes too. They make the nicest like bright colors, like the pinks and the purples and the blues and the teals.
Mhm.
Like those are so nice.
Yeah.
And they pull better. I found that lighter colors pull better from Alpha, but their darker colors are like fucking super glue for some reason.
Yeah. See, I feel like their lighter colors, they're too transparent. They're not.
Oh, for sure.
They
Some
don't
of
hold
them for
enough
sure.
pigment, at least. And I'm not trying to go over this shit twice, so
Yeah.
it needs to lay down the
if you have
first
to go over
time.
it twice, you're fucked.
Yeah, it's not going to work right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Alpha like a new paint? Or have they been around there just like kind of gaining
No,
traction?
I
it
mean,
was
that
just
would
they've
be
been around.
new,
Yeah.
but they're way newer than One Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You know who owns Alpha Enamel, right?
Nah.
Detroit
Oh,
Brothers.
Wasn't it the dude who
James
was
K.
originally?
Yeah,
he was originally
he's
part
one
of
the
One Shot,
Detroit
right?
Brothers. I don't think so. No, he back. They ran Detroit Brothers motorcycles.
Oh shit.
Custom bikes. Yeah, from back in the day, the biker build-offs, Detroit Brothers.
Yeah.
Once they stopped doing the bikes, and now one of the brothers runs Alpha Enamel.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He's a big
Fucking-
pinstriper.
Yeah,
Besides,
I
I guess he
fucking know
makes
that.
like big wooden bowls or something like that too. He does a lot of woodwork now. Besides running the paint line,
I wish I had the patience.
Wooden
for that.
bolts?
Bowls.
bowls like turning
Bowls.
these big wooden bowls on wood lathes or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. I was like a wooden bolt.
Not ideal.
Bowl.
I'm not,
stick to
I'm not
paint.
an engineer, but how much? What color Loctite you put on that? Fucking
Yeah.
bolt?
Right.
Oh fuck. So you do a lot of pinstriping now through like work and everything, or is it like mostly? Because you said you don't spray that
That's
much
all
anymore, right?
As far as the custom paint stuff goes, the regular collision stuff that I do, that's my daily. I do that all the time. The pinstriping stuff, I continue to do on my own.
Yep.
Like as far as the custom paint stuff that I was doing, like when I had my shop, like I'm not really interested in unless I'm working on a bike for you. Like then I'll do the paint.
Yeah.
But if somebody hits me up and says, "Hey, I got these tins I want painted," I'm like, "Well, I can give you some names and numbers, but
Yeah.
I'm not really trying to
Not
do
trying
that.
to
Like,
get
if you want
into that.
something, if you want something pinstriped, or if you want a hand painted mural, like I'm your guy. Hit me up. Like I can do that for you. But yeah, I'm trying not to.
Where do you work out of? Do you have a garage at your house, or do you work out of your?
Yeah, that's all at my house.
Okay.
Like
Nice.
I like basically my entire garage, which is kind of like a very large 2-car garage. Like the ceiling's super tall and it's like an extra depth. So that basically turned into the entire shop. No cars going there anymore. It's just shop and bikes.
Sick.
And then I got a spot in the basement where that's where I do all the paint, the pinstriping and stuff like that. And then it's like the shipping department, that shit, where I have all my boxes and packaging materials and shit. So
And you do everything yourself?
I do everything.
Yeah.
I make the parts, I package them, I make all the posts, I take all the pictures. Like, yeah, I do all of it.
So
Now I
what's
have
what's your I guess you say you come up with an idea in your head and you just got to get it
Mhm.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Are you and you do things by hand? Are you using CAD to design these? Are you using paper and pencil, and then just kind of like how does that your creative process work?
I draw it out with a Sharpie. I measure it, your calipers and all that stuff, and I just start cutting and shaping.
Fuck yeah, that's the way I like to do it.
And just fucking send it.
Yeah,
So,
just go at it. Yeah, and then after a while, you get kind of good at it. Like you start like, okay, well, I got to take a little bit off right here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So lots of you're doing some welding too, right?
Yeah.
I saw you do stainless steel, so I'm assuming TIG welding.
Yeah. I got 220 in the garage.
220.
Along with big 12.
Where'd you
TIG
pick
welder.
up that skill?
Self-taught.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to learn. So, like, what Loctite said there, he wanted to learn how to pinstripe. So that's what he did every night. So yeah, that's what I did. I got stacks of coupons, and I sat down with the TIG welder and just went at it.
No shit. How long you been welding for then?
4 years.
Okay.
4 years. Yeah.
What
I was,
what rig you running?
Prime Weld, the 220X.
Prime Weld. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the gray one there?
No, their colors are black and yellow.
Black and yellow. Okay.
Yeah, it can do up to 1/2-inch steel.
Oh shit.
So yeah, and I'm not getting anywhere near that, so I'm good.
No shit. So I know you make bars and stuff. How long you been making those bars that you offer? Yeah,
probably a year.
A year.
Yeah. I haven't been making them long.
Okay.
I don't claim to be the handlebar guru.
Yeah, stainless steel only though, right?
I'll make them out of my regular steel, mild steel.
Oh, you make them out of mild too?
Yeah.
Okay. And are those all? I guess the work that you do, is it like you make the part and you have a stock of them, or is it made to order and you
Generally
do
made
custom
to
stuff?
orders.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do made to order because I don't want to. I mean, I'm a one-man operation without a bunch of equipment. It's not like I'm just cranking these things out.
Yeah.
I got a full-time job and a family, so I'm not trying to just make a bunch of shit they have sitting on shelves.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that way,
stainless
like,
ain't cheap.
no, and then another thing is, like, if I just make a bunch of stuff and put it on the shelf, like it doesn't have a soul. It doesn't have any personality. Like if I get an order, like say you order an air cleaner, the entire time I'm making that air cleaner, I know it's going to you. You know what I'm saying? So like
Right.
the fact that there's that connection, it's like a personal thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that sounds goofy or stupid, but like
No, that makes sense.
Like if I make a velocity stack and I ship it to a guy in Australia, like I know like this is going to Australia, like to this dude, and when I'm done with it, this dude's going to be ripping around Australia with a velocity stack I made. Like you don't get that if you just mass produce a bunch of shit and throw it on a shelf.
Right.
Yeah. You actually made an air cleaner, a pretty unique one for one of our buds up here, Fish Tank Whiskey.
Oh yeah.
The one that looked like a shield.
That thing's so cool.
I'm gonna try to bring it up. Yeah. So what is that? Have fucking wood in it?
Yeah. It's rosewood.
How the fuck did you make that thing?
Yeah, that thing's crazy.
Flat stock and aluminum plate.
The fact, and again,
like
just to like reiterate that you don't have all those special fancy tools. When he pulls this picture up, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck? How?"
Yeah, like the rib.
That.
The rib was 2 pieces of aluminum flat stock that I TIG welded together, and then I blended it all to make it look like one piece.
That's
and then
crazy.
the teardrop part of it, I cut out and I hollowed out and I notched it and everything. And then I welded that rib to the teardrop part, and then I blended that in and smoothed it all out. So when it was all done and polished, it looked like one continuous, like organic piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
That
I
thing
got
came
like
out.
I got a chunk of rosewood, or like almost like a veneer that was thick enough, the same thickness of as almost the same thickness as the teardrop piece. And then I cut that out and shaped it like that. That took a lot of friggin' time, sitting there little by little, sanding these edges off this piece of wood to fit in there perfectly like that.
So was that like a thing where like you and him were just going back and forth on like what would be cool?
Yeah, he hit me. He posted something on Instagram, like, oh, I need to come up with something original. I don't want to just, slap something, it's the same old thing on. So I inboxed him like, dude, like, hit me up. I'll try and make you something, and he started talking, going back and forth, and he's like, oh, I kind of dig this shield idea. I'm like, well, send me some pictures of what you're thinking about, and he sent me some pictures. I'm like, oh, dude, I got it. I already got the idea in my head exactly how I can make this thing, to where you don't see the hardware, where it bolts to the carburetor and it's all hidden, and it looks like a shield. You don't see the bolts and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do this wood insert. He's like, dude, I didn't even think about putting wood in there. I'm like, well, how often are you going to run into that? You're going to go to a bike show and see an air cleaner with a wood insert.
Yeah.
So why not, And the cool thing is about rosewood is apparently it's an oily wood naturally, so it's not prone to drying out, and it's good with the elements. I mean, I'm not a wood expert. That's what I found when I was trying to figure out what to use. What happened?
Can you guys see
there
that?
we go.
Pulling it up.
I fucking finally figured out how to do this. Look at that fucking thing, dude. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
That
so
rib's
wild.
two separate pieces that I welded like a T, and then I smoothed that all together, and then I welded that to the teardrop part, and then the rosewood
wood
is pressed in
insert
from
is
the back.
just like the wood insert's
Yeah.
crazy because it makes the
Yeah, there
rest
you
of
go.
it pop. Yeah,
Dude,
go back to
from-
that picture.
Yeah, and just from like a piece of cardboard and some measurements. Holy shit.
Yeah, and I never even got the piece of cardboard. He just sent me the picture of it. That picture that's in the video there, that's what he sent me.
Wow.
What
dude.
the fuck?
So then, I made the mounting bracket that actually bolted to the carburetor. And then, the actual like cover bolts to that. But the mounting screws, the big 1/4-20 mounting screws, those are all hidden behind it.
That was fucking
shit.
crazy.
Yeah, that's wild, dude.
Yeah, I was super stoked that he let me do it.
I bet.
As soon as I had the idea, oh, dude, you got to let me do this, please. And then he's like, yeah, go for it. I'm like, fuck yeah. Cool.
So do you do a lot of that
shit,
stuff?
dude.
Like people just hit you up and like, hey, I want to do this.
Not so much. I mean, people could. Like, I try and put it out there. Like, that's really what I want to do. Like, I would rather do stuff like that than just knock out the same air cleaner 100 times.
Right.
Like, I'd rather do, see, I look at it more of like art pieces like that. Like the entire time I was making that for him, I wasn't thinking like, oh, this is a bird deflector, like whatever. Like it was like a piece of art to me that I had.
Here's another one.
Oh yeah, that's the original.
So these are the now
things,
that I figured out the fucking how to actually do this. These things are sick, dude.
Yeah, that was the first thing. The first thing I posted on the website. And
Wow.
yeah, I'm pretty sure like if you try clicking on it, like all sold out. Yeah, because I don't plan on making them ever again.
Never again.
But I leave them on there because that's where it all
Where
started.
did those ones go?
And that's,
Did those ones
I got
sell?
them sitting on a shelf.
Oh no
I got
shit,
them
that's
sitting on a
sick.
shelf.
That's sick.
I had those on an iron head, on a 75 iron head that I had a couple years ago. Yeah.
That's cool that the first
they're
thing you
sitting
ever made, you still have. That's dope.
Yep, they're sitting on a shelf in the shop.
Yeah, I love that.
No
That's
shit.
And I leave
dope.
that up there, like no matter how far I go with this, if I end up, going big time, I guess you could say, like that, those foot pegs will still be on the website just because that's where it all started. And that's where the name came from. It has nothing to do with cops or speed traps or none of that other shit. Yeah, it all has to do with those foot pegs.
Yeah, I have a couple of your parts on my shovel head. I got the brass idle screw enricher set. Oh, and this is pretty cool. I'm gonna bring this up too. Last week I was just sharing stuff like putting my phone up to the camera and shit. This week I am Jamie, dude. Here we go. Look at me. I'm just cruising, baby. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Sheesh. Yep. Because my Super E came and it was like total hack job. There was just like a screw here with like a fucking nut welded to the top of it, and I was like, I gotta dress this baby up. But yeah, this is cool too because it's a set. You get both of them. You know what I mean? And dude, for fucking $26,
dude, that's a steal.
That. Yeah, dude,
that's a great deal for those.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm not trying to rip people off. I'm just trying.
Yeah,
it just
you can't even get like the regular choke screw from anybody else for that price.
Yeah, that's when I was sold. I was like, both of them.
I'm not trying to get rich off of one idle screw. You know what I'm saying? Like I just do this stuff because I like doing it. If I can make some money to take care of my family, I'm good. You know?
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah,
you have any ideas like in the pipeline that you're like, fuck, I gotta get? Well, obviously you probably don't want to put those out, but
I got one. Yeah, I got that one that cover, the mushroom cover that I'm going to be working on popping these out in resin in different colors.
Are those going to be for Super E and CV or no? You gonna do them for both?
I'm working on making them for CVs. That's on the list of things to do is start making stacks for CVs. But these covers, I will probably sell as a set with an S&S stack.
Yeah.
Until then, or you can just buy the cover. Because I know some people just like to blow holes through these covers themselves and just bolt them straight to the car with some standoffs or whatever. So you could do that too. Like if you just wanted something low profile, you could just mount that right to the carburetor, run some screws through it if you wanted to. But then you can kind of mount it however you want. Or if you don't want to use it on a stack and make your own little air cleaner, you can do that. But that was an idea I had that I've been meaning to do. So we're going to work on that. But other than that, I got a 97 Sportster that I'm working on, trying to get done by spring, hopefully. But that's going to be a drop seat Sportster. That's why I'm getting rid of the hardtail frame that I'm trying to raffle off. People buy spots, please. Help me get rid of that thing.
You got a lead sled, right? Frame.
Yeah. That's 4 up, 4 out, 28-degree rake. 4 inches stretch behind the rear motor mount. It'll take us. I know this is not chopper cool, but it'll take a stock front end. So basically, you could take a stock bike and put this thing together without having to buy extra shit, really. Because the oil tank's welded on and mounted, the brake mount's welded, the gas tank's already mounted. You just got to finish mounting a rear fender and a kickstand.
Sheesh. That is nice.
Yeah, you can slap a motor. You can slap your motor, your rear wheel. Yeah, single down tube, and your stock length front end with a 21-inch wheel, and you'd be good to go.
Dude, that thing's ready to rock.
Yeah, that's a nice frame.
I mean, I can't believe people aren't,
the line, dude.
Well, whatever.
Coming from the neck all the way down to the axle is so perfect. Oh my god, that's a really nice frame. And then it's even
got the sissy bar. The sissy bar. That's the stainless sissy bar that comes with it too.
Comes with it.
Yeah, that's part of it. The stainless sissy bar that I made.
$25.
Yeah, get some spots. Help me sell this thing out. But either way, no matter how many I have left, somebody's getting pulled the week of Christmas. Merry Christmas.
I'm fucking buying faux spots.
I mean, even if I still got 30 spots left, somebody's getting pulled.
I'm doing it right now. Christmas. I had to cart.
Doing it
I'll
live.
stop sharing.
Yeah,
put that credit card info in.
Yeah, right.
Bro, $25 a spot.
Dude,
That
that's a
fucking thing is
deal.
sick.
That's a nice frame.
Dude, I love
That's
that
a
single
nice
down
frame.
tube. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean the only reason I'm getting rid of that is because I really want to do this drop seat sporty, and just because I got 14-inch adjustables for it, and I think you don't see them. You don't see a lot of them.
Yeah.
I mean, there's maybe a handful that I know of, but everybody just chops the back end and puts a hardtail kit on it and calls it a day.
Yep.
I'd rather do something a little bit different that takes a little bit more time, and actually bend the tubes and drop seat this thing and make a oil tank custom for it that fits in there all nice like it's supposed to.
So, I guess we kind of glazed over this, but like, how did you even get into bikes?
Oh, my dad, he, oh yeah, if anybody in Milwaukee knows where Tri-State Harley Davidson used to be in Milwaukee, let me know, because I want to know. I was little when he worked there, and I don't remember where it is. But anyway, yeah, my dad was big into it back in the day. He was a machinist and a tool and die maker, and he worked in Harley shops, the like Tri-State Harley Davidson, and then he worked in another smaller shop. So like the whole time I was growing up, like that's where I hung out, was in these Harley shops, in these dealerships. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, like I'd be there when I didn't have school, and they'd be working on bikes, and they'd kill the time. He'd run me around on the hand truck around through the bikes and everything like that, and like, okay, I got to go back to work, go play. But he had a 74 iron head that was all chopped and molded frame and 6-over front end and the old Cheetah spade sissy bar and everything. So, and that was all bore and stroke and kick only on that thing. And I remember him telling me about that, like, busting out his knee trying to start that thing.
Holy shit.
But, and then when I was 12 years old, he got me one of those Harley 125s. And that's what I learned on. We went up north here in Wisconsin, and yeah, the logging roads here. Take it out and go right around.
Damn, north of Wisconsin. Isn't that Canada?
Northern Wisconsin, not north of Wisconsin.
I was like, God damn, you guys went to Canada to ride?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So you grew up in Wisconsin and then you moved to Okay.
I've been here.
Been there the whole time.
Yeah.
I just had a brain fart and I was like, Milwaukee's not in Wisconsin, but it actually is. So I'm bad with geography. But
You're right.
when did you I mean, you grew up around them, so did you have you always just ridden? Did you get into sport bikes? Did you always have Harleys? Did you
I've always had Harleys.
choppers?
I got out of it for a while.
Yeah.
Some personal shit, like I just lost interest in a lot of stuff. I wasn't in jail or on drugs or anything, but but I got stepped away from it for a while and then came back to it. And then it's kind of been there for the last 15 years. Just kind of fucking around with my own shit.
Yeah.
And then I just got this bug up my ass, like, oh man, I'm sitting here doing all this stuff for myself, like, let's see what happens, People like it, people don't, whatever.
I'm assuming your introduction to fab work was working at the paint place doing body work and shit, or no?
Kind of. I mean, I strictly did paint. Like, I've never really been a body man or anything like that. It was one of those things where I want to do something, so I'm going to get the tools to do it, and I'm going to figure it out.
Yep.
And I'm going to sit there until I get it right. Just like the TIG welding, like it's. I mean, you don't use TIG welding in body shops. That's all MIG and spot welding and stuff like that. But
yeah,
I mean, it's funny now. Like after the years I've been TIG welding, like I go into work and I'm like, I can weld better than all you guys, and I'm not even a welder. Like,
yeah.
You guys are welding
did you weld at all before? Like you just did did you do MIG before? And you're like, I wanted a TIG welder myself.
And TIG, I mean, in tech school,
yeah,
way back when, I mean, we had to take welding, and I flew through that. Like I finished the class early because I don't know, I just had a knack for it. I guess I picked it up quick, and so then the teacher's like, "Well, I don't have anything left for you to do. You can mess around with something, while we finish out the semester." And I'm like, "Well, how about a TIG? I want to try out these TIG welders." He's like, you can use the TIG welder, but I can't give you any filler rod." So like, I was like, okay, whatever. So he got me all set up. Yeah, right. It's that damn tech schools, Well, whatever. But anyway, he gave me some coupons, some stainless coupons, as a matter of fact, and he kind of showed me how to use it, and you just fusion weld it, running the torch over it, and running your gaps together and sealing it up. And I was like, man, this is fucking cool. Like, after doing brazing and stick welding, and you got all the sparks and all that bullshit flying around, you just sit in this nice, quiet little booth with this little heart going.
And just like,
yeah, no sparks, really no bullshit. And like, this is fucking cool.
Especially with stainless too, because it just like, fucking flows so nice.
Yeah. I love welding stainless.
Yeah, dude. I hate mild steel, dude. It's just
like finding metal in a dumpster and making stuff.
Dude. But with TIG welding, even if you clean the shit out of it, you just like run in a bead, you're like, looks good. And then all of a sudden it just like bubbles up and it's disgusting. And it doesn't happen with stainless.
Oh, yeah.
And then I feel better about myself. And the welds just look better too. Because then they're all rainbowy and shit. And I'm just like,
yeah. Right?
I'm tigging now.
Stacking dimes.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, dude. So when did you start in paint? You said right out of high school. So you went to like a tech high, or like where did you?
Tech school. Yeah.
You went to a tech school.
WCTC, Waukesha Area Technical College.
And then you were
Waukesha
just like
County Technical College.
Okay.
In Wisconsin here, because they have like an auto body program. I think it was like 2 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So that was what I did right out of high school, and then I went right into a body shop right out of tech school, and that's what I've been doing since.
So you, I guess, your speed trap choppers, are you like really chopper centric, or do you have other bikes, or like, because you were brought up in that like just Harley world? I mean,
it's just, you mean as far as my tastes go?
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a motorcycle, like I can dig it, like.
Okay.
I got my FXR now. I love that thing. I really don't want to get rid of it, but I got things I want to do, so it needs to go. Move on to different stuff.
Oh, you're selling an FXR?
Yeah, that's on my page. Yeah, buy that too. Yeah, my 82 FXR shovelhead.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. Fresh paint. Like, there's all kinds. I mean, I got Death Metal Racing risers on there. Full T-Sport fairing, Saddleman or not Leather Pros, saddlebags, fully polished Mikuni, HSR 42, custom air cleaner. What else? Yeah, it's all decked out, ready to go.
Hey, well,
everything's
you know what?
new.
This is the place to sell it. I got an email today that this show is number 2 in Norway in automotive.
Nice.
Those motherfucking Nords are going to be chomping up that fucking FXR. You had mentioned the fucking Mikuni, and you actually build a lot of shit for that too. And that's like an odd carb to like for aftermarket stuff. There's not a lot of people building stuff for it.
That's exactly why I do it.
Yeah.
Because those guys don't have. I mean, it's probably not cost effective for the bigger companies, but since I make everything by hand, it doesn't matter. I don't have overhead like these big companies, and I don't have to. Is it cost effective to run 1 million of these things and have them sit on the shelf? It doesn't matter if somebody orders one. I make it for them and then I send it out.
So you must like those carbs then, right? You run them.
Yeah, that's what's on the shovelhead right now.
Oh no shit.
The FXR, yeah, fully polished Mikuni HSR 42. and then it's got all my stuff on it.
That's the first carb I had for my shovel head build. I rebuilt it, and I ended up going with a Super E, but I kind of regret that decision.
Yeah, that's a terrible decision.
That's what I had on there to begin with, was a Super E, and then I put the Mikuni on there.
Yeah.
And holy shit, did that turn into a different bike?
Yeah, CV or nothing for me.
It runs so much better with that Mikuni on there than it did with the Super E.
What do you think, CV or
ridiculous.
Super E?
See, other than this Mikuni that I just got, I've always had Super E's on everything.
Oh.
I should have kept that. Someone got an awesome deal at a fucking swap meet when I sold that thing. I got it vapor. I had vapor honed it. I fucking that thing was really nice. I regret that.
Gears are turning. You're gonna get another one, aren't you?
I'm gonna try the CV. But
CV is where it's at. You just put it on and it works.
You make a choke. What do you make for the? You have the extended bolts on that, and then what other parts? Yeah,
I got the float bolt screws.
Yeah,
a brass or polished aluminum idle screw. So I mean, especially on the Mikuni, it's like your option is that fucking rubber dangle, which is ugly and dumb, or you get like a white plastic knob. I mean, and if you got some built up custom bike, like, why would you want that on there? You know what I'm saying? Put some jewelry on there, make it look good, especially since it's sitting right on the side of the carb like that. It's not like buried back behind it or anything.
Right.
It's sitting right on the side. So yeah, make it look good. And then I made a couple of the cable chokes, like the standard cable chokes for it. Besides, I also make the little shorties that stick behind there. But I noticed that unless you have like a carb spacer, like if you have a Mikuni on an Evo or something like that, the carb sits too far back to have that little shorty behind the carb. And that's why I started doing the cables. See, as we're on my shovel head, because I got a 1-inch spacer and then that Vulcan adapter that takes that rubber mount out, it mounts everything solid. It pushed the carb out far enough to where that shorty choke that goes behind it had plenty of room to clear the head. One of those things you figure out after the fact that not everybody has the same setup as you.
Yeah.
So it fits for me, but it might not fit for somebody else. So then you make adjustments and.
No shit. So the other thing I wanted to ask you about with these velocity stacks, how do you make those?
The flange, those are the flanges. Those are laser cut.
Those are laser cut.
Those are laser cut. And Arrow Manufacturing, he helped me out with that.
But
otherwise, yeah, the forming, I have a setup for my press to where I can take the tube in and I press it out and it creates the bell on the end, and then I finish shaping that out and smooth it all out and round it. And then
I've made a velocity
I joined the two pieces together.
Not for a bike, but a velocity stack. And dude, I just got pipe, heated it up, put it on a ball hitch, and then hit it from the top down, and it flared.
I've seen people do that too, but that's not what I do. But yeah, I've seen people do that to her too. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look nice, but from what I was using it for, it worked fucking perfect.
Yeah, that's what matters. As long as you got to what you needed.
On a fucking ball hitch.
I'm sure you. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, right.
No shit. So, how close are you to Arrow there? Are you guys have you guys met in person?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's come by and hung out before. He's kind of all over the place. Yeah, which good for him. You know, he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
He's another one who's super talented.
Lowbrows. Yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah, those taillights that he's got going, those things are crazy.
Yeah,
but he's another one where he looks at everything like art. You know, like he has these ideas that he just has to get out, and if he doesn't, like it drives him nuts.
Yeah.
So
real
that's where
interesting
him and
guy.
I like see eye to eye on a lot of stuff because we're like the same that way. Like we get these ideas, and like even if everybody else hates them, if we don't get them out, like it'll drive us absolutely insane.
Yeah.
To not try and like make the stuff. So.
Yeah. No shit. What are you drinking there? Is that Silver Bullets? I thought you guys all had to drink fucking Bush out there.
I don't care. Whatever.
No, that's Michigan, bud.
I thought it was a law. Midwest.
No.
It was Bush.
I don't know. Maybe. Lock me up then. I don't care.
I'm a fan of the old Silver Bullet.
Yeah. I don't care. I drink these Modelo's, but I think this economy is pricing me out.
Are they getting
These things
expensive?
they're expensive for no reason now.
It's because people are starting to drink them. That's why.
Yeah.
When they were just a shitty Mexican beer, they were cheap. That's why I stay with PBR, man. PBR just stays cheap.
Keeping it cheap. PBR, Narragansett, they stay pretty cheap. Dude, my dad, growing up, he used to, have you ever heard of this? Golden Anniversary?
No.
No, nobody's ever heard of it, dude. But it was like $1 a 6-pack. It's like the cheapest beer. And I think if anybody's ever had or seen Golden Anniversary, please let me know, because I'm pretty sure it was just only available at this one country store by my house, and it was the cheapest beer. It tastes like fucking shit, dude. Like, even when I was a kid, like a teenager, and I was drinking beer, like, I wouldn't drink it. It was fucking garbage.
Worse than Natty Daddies?
Oh, yeah, dude. Golden Anniversary, dude. Like, they didn't even keep it in a fridge, dude. He just got it off the shelf warm. They were like, yeah,
Red
we're not
Dog?
taking up fucking...
Was it Red Dog?
Yes, I do. Red Dog.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to that, dude? That was the first beer I ever drank.
Yeah, a lot of those beers went away. Like,
that was a pretty popular one.
Remember back in the day,
went away.
There was no microbrews. There was no IPAs, right? So
back
you
when
had, like,
life was
Budweiser, Coors, Michelob. But then they had a couple of them, like, you could get the old Latrobe, fucking Rolling Rock. And then they had those Red Dogs, which was like a red Irish or ale or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember puking my fucking guts out drinking those fucking things.
Dude, I seen this meme today that said breweries are bars for guys that can't fight. That was the funniest shit I've ever seen, dude. I'm a big fan of that meme, dude, because I hate all that shit, dude. All those weird fucking triple distilled Fruity Pebbles, fucking sour drinks. I'm not about that shit, dude. Just give me a fucking warm PBR and I'm happy.
Yeah. I think it's important, like, I like that shit too, but I just like fucking
I don't know how.
cheap beer.
It tastes like acorns and leaves, dude.
Yeah, I don't drink beer for the taste. I drink to get drunk.
When I see guys doing this with their beer, yeah, but when I see guys doing this, it's like, oh, look at the legs on it. Oh, that's good. I'm not about that.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
No
microbrews, none of that weird shit.
Dude, nobody can tell the difference about, like, what shit tastes like. Like, if you're tasting wine or tasting beer or tasting alcohol, it's like it all pretty much tastes the same. You know what I mean?
Nah,
just
those beers.
Shit. Yeah,
those beers do not taste like PBR.
No, they get wild with it.
PBR
But,
is good. Like, when I drink PBR, I'm like, damn, that's a good beer.
Yeah, well, it depends on what you're going for, because, like, I like beer that just, like, tastes like beer, tastes exactly like beer. But I also like those IPAs, but it's like, I like them not because of the taste. I'm not, like, swishing it around in my mouth and spitting it in a bucket. I'm like, oh, 8% alcohol. I can drink one of these on my way to Loctite's house, and I'll have a nice little buzz. That's what the IPAs are good for.
Yeah, I don't know. I just can't get behind them.
Grass fed.
Not a fan. So what's next? What are the plans? Are there ever plans to go full time if it gets to that point, or is this just like a?
That would be ideal. Yeah, that's
Okay.
kind of the end goal here.
Would you bring paint back, or are you just trying to stay straight with the fab?
I'd just stick with the motorcycles, parts and motorcycles. Like if I could get to a point where, hell, even if I don't have to sling parts, if I can just have people come to me for like, hey, I want this custom piece made. Yeah, sure, no problem. Like it, and then I do it. Like that would be even better. Because for me, it's more about the art of it, like creating stuff. Like I started this whole other business besides this one just as an outlet for stuff that doesn't fit into motorcycles. As far as like that's where my paintwork and stuff like pinstriping and canvas paintings that I do. That's where that goes. As long as other T-shirt type designs that don't fit in with motorcycle stuff. So yeah, so I actually have two businesses going now
What's
besides
your
my
other
regular
business?
full time. I call it Experimental God Brand, and the idea
Man,
behind
that's a
that
good
is the
name.
reason why I call it. The reason I call it Experimental God is the idea is constant. I mean, I'm going to sound like a Tony Robbins fucking self-help fucking dude right now, but constant improvement, constantly learn, constantly try and better yourself. You're the experiment. You're the experimental God. Like to try and never stop learning, never be complacent. No matter what it is. I mean, it's not even like motorcycles or fitness or anything like that. Whatever you feel you need to do to make yourself better, fucking go for it. Don't wait. Like,
Yeah.
and that's the idea behind that.
Honestly, a lot of fucking humans are just like, again, not like what you said, not to like try to get too self-helpish here, but a lot of fucking humans, dude, just like waste their fucking life. Like if you think about guys that like think about guys that like go to prison for the first time ever. You adapt and overcome it. Same with guys that go to war. You're not just born to go to fucking war. You know what I mean? Like you're a regular ass person and you get shipped overseas to like kill people and you're like, okay, cool, got it. You know what I mean? Like the human can like adapt and overcome literally anything. And guys and girls just get so complacent on like, and listen, not shitting on 9 to 5. I work a 9 to 5. But people just get so complacent, like the everyday cycle of 9 to 5, come home, sit down, watch TV, eat dinner, go to bed.
Right.
Like it's a waste of your life. You gotta have some kind of artistic outlet, or you're wasting your fucking life.
Do something. Do something other than sit on the couch and watch TV.
Yeah, literally anything.
It's really a creativity crisis, because even the stuff that people put out.
And OnlyFans isn't creative, so I don't want to hear that shit.
No. I'm about to go on a rant, but you know how I feel about the whole thing. Like, if you're not creating something new and different, it's like, you see these fucking videos of kids and they're just like lip syncing songs, and it's like, what are you doing? You're not doing anything unique. You're not creating anything new.
Stop doing that shit.
Yeah, you're just, what are you? You're nothing. You're a nothing master. You're fucking pathetic.
Right.
Like, you should create, that's like, I think like humans need to create art, or like in our world, it's like, it's a different kind of art. Like maybe it's on a canvas. Like I'm like I used to do a lot of that type of art. I like to design things, and I like to, like motorcycles is a natural transition to that, because I think that's like an art form.
Dude, Chopper Bob said it best like fucking 100-something episodes ago, when he said men have a strong desire to create because they can't birth children. That's why men want to create. That's why men do fabrication. That's why men build skyscrapers, because they cannot make life. So they need to like fulfill that need.
Well, we'll see. I'm partially through my transition, and I'm going to see if I can birth a child. My wife 100% supports me in this endeavor, but I've been taking puberty blockers, but it doesn't seem to be working.
God, the beer doesn't show it.
It's going to be a burrito.
Did you guys win? But I eat a burrito a day.
Damn.
Usually a breakfast burrito, but
Like a legit
burrito
burrito?
a day. I usually do a breakfast burrito. That's my go-to wake up, breakfast
Damn.
burrito.
Okay. I see you shining.
There you go.
I mean, this body didn't just happen. This isn't a mistake. I've been building this body for
it's the pinnacle
decades.
of human fitness right
Yeah.
there.
You might not like it, but this is what it looks like.
You know what that body
If
tells
you
me?
want-
You're happy.
I eat a burrito a day. I'm happily married. I got 3 fucking wonderful children,
Yeah.
and I got Modelo's until inflation
Real quick, back to the
hits.
pinstriping thing.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's one or the other. But what do you pinstripe more? Are you doing more car shit or motorcycle shit?
Motorcycles.
I would figure.
I don't really do any car stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I do all motorcycle shit, only because my mentor lives 30 minutes from me and he does cars.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a respect thing. You know what I mean? Because where we live,
Right,
one,
no, I get
we
it.
have a really big chopper scene around here now. And the motorcycle scene is fucking huge. I mean, I'm 35 minutes from Laconia. But the classic car scene is fucking massive. And it's kind of just like, it was like an unwritten thing. He used to do motorcycle shit. But it was kind of like an unwritten fucking thing. Like once he got me on the scene, anybody hits him up for motorcycle shit, he sends them to me. And then anybody hits me up for car shit, I send them to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's why I was wondering. Like, it's usually like you like really down into one of them.
Yeah, it'd be motorcycles. Because I work on cars all day. Like
Just
that's
not trying to do anything else
really
on
don't
them.
want to.
Yeah.
I really don't want to work on cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good
like
on
when
all
I
that.
clock out, I don't want to touch a computer.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm done.
Do you do
something else.
panels and shit too?
Yeah.
Like you'll jam on a panel?
That's actually. Yeah, do murals. That's like a big thing that I like to do. Like if I'm just doing stuff for myself,
Yep.
or if it's not for somebody else, I'll figure out like a mural that I can work in there besides just laying down some stripes
Yeah. That's sick.
and brush paint that in.
That's sick.
What are the what's that big show? Is Mama Tried? Again,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
Mama
that's
Tried's
coming
in
up in-
Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's coming up in February too.
You go to
Unfortunately,
that?
it's the same week. Unfortunately this year it's the same weekend as that charity auction that I go to. So I'm going to have to make some major life decisions this year
Fuck.
and figure it out. Yeah, because usually, like, at least the last couple of years, it was like a weekend apart. So it was like Mama Tried, and then the next weekend was the charity auction. So it was like, it was spaced out, so it was good. I was busy both weekends, but it was spaced out. Now, for whatever this year,
Yeah.
they're both
Those
on the
charity
exact same
auctions are a
weekend.
fucking blast too, man.
Yeah.
It's just cool because like
I mean, it's for a good cause.
because like pinstripers, there's not just like a bunch of pinstripers for you to go hang out with. It's like on the regular,
No.
like daily. You know what I mean? So it's like when an event comes
Right.
up and you just get to go hang with a bunch of people who also pinstripe, it's a fucking blast.
And then you get like some of the biggest names in the world come. At least
Yeah.
the Milwaukee one for the Pinstripe Legends thing, it's like holy. And then you get to see like their work in person,
Yeah,
and it's just like holy shit.
yeah,
Like, this is fucking cool. And then afterward, like the Saturday night, there's like a dinner for everybody. All the pinstripers go to the hotel across the street. There's
Yep.
like this big dinner, where they give awards to people for, various things. But it's just cool because then you're out of that element, pinstriping panels, and you can just bullshit and have some drinks and like talk and, see what's up.
yeah. It's on the same night, like the
The-
main
what
event
is?
from Milwaukee for the pinstriping and
What do you mean, Mama?
Mama Tried. Yeah,
Mama Tried.
Mama Tried and the Pinstripe Legends charity auction. That's the same weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The same weekend. Yeah,
How far apart are they? Are they like on different sides of the town, or
kind of. I mean, not really
Okay.
close. Yeah,
yeah?
Yeah, so I don't know.
That's
I might
tough.
have to go with the kids this year.
That's
Go with the
tough.
children's and raise money for them, and go to Mama Tried next year.
Maybe we can get out to Mama Tried this year and then change your mind. Fuck them kids.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can get out to Mama Tried. You go to Mama Tried, and I'll go to the fucking the pinstripe thing.
Right?
Yeah, there you go.
Right?
I'll make an anonymous donation.
There you go.
I'll pinstripe something shittily with my scroll brush.
Oh fuck.
Raise $5 for those poor bastards. Oh. Sometimes Loctite just gets up and quits the show.
It happens.
Sorry, I had to shut the pellet stove off. It's getting way too hot in here.
No.
Oh, shit.
It's
You were freezing when it started. That thing heated up quick.
Oh, this thing fucking blows this place out of the water, dude. My shop's only fucking 14 by 32. And I got a full-size ass pellet stove in here, so. But I mean, when I came out here, it was 30 degrees, so the pellet stove was needed.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
What are you doing in Milwaukee to heat your shop? Because it gets colder and fuck. You get that Arctic fucking shit up there. That crazy shit.
I got an electric heater that I put on there. Yeah. Yeah, that's wired into the 220.
Like,
So
no shit.
Yeah, so I just turn that thing on and let it go for
split?
like
the
if
splits?
it's
The mini split?
the what?
Like a mini split?
Like a mini split? Is it like in the wall?
No, it's hanging. It's like the big box.
Oh,
that
like a
hangs
Modine type deal.
from the ceiling.
Yeah,
like a Modine type thing. And but it's electric. There's no gas. And I'd let that run for probably an hour if it's like 30, 40 degrees.
Yeah.
And then I got a fan that just kind of circulates the air through. And within that hour, I go out there and work in a t-shirt just fine. Yeah.
I'd fucking prefer that. My last garage was a 3-bay, and I had a Modine on propane. Dude, and that motherfucker would empty a bottle faster than you could fucking even believe.
And it stinks.
Yeah, it stinks like
right?
Motherfucker when you first started up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this electric thing, I just turn it on and let it go, and within an hour, with it being 30, 40 degrees outside, within an hour, I can go out there and work in a t-shirt and be comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Garage fully insulated
I
and
did
shit?
a mini split, 2 years ago or whatever, and it's actually pretty efficient. Like, I didn't notice, like, a huge spike in my electric bill.
Yeah, that thing doesn't even make a bump in mine.
Yeah.
Even if I got it running all day, there's no noticeable difference. And I got it all insulated. Like, I got the ceiling all boxed in with that, like, 1.5-inch foam where it's silver on one side.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah, I got that shit up there. Besides the fact that I got, like, let's see how many. I have 12 4-foot LED lights in the ceiling, and then with that insulation all being silver.
Oh yeah,
when those lights come on, it's like the sun. Like, the whole place is just
yeah.
So
I got that. I got that in the garage too, like the reflective fucking shit right under the lights. It's cheap as fuck to put up too.
It is. It really is.
Just staple it up.
Yeah,
does a good job.
The screws with the fancy plastic washers that go on there that hold the foam. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I did the whole garage for like $200 and it works fucking amazing.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I got a box for free. Like on fucking I think like my father-in-law got it or some shit, and I was just like, but it works to the tits. It's like a space blanket or some shit.
Yeah, right. For sure.
It crinkles a lot though. When I first put the heat on, it like shrinks. It's like,
oh, because the air, the hot and the cold, expanding and contracting and all that shit. Yeah,
it's noisy as fuck. It's like eating a bowl of Rice Krispies.
Oh man,
that's how you know
I don't have any insulation in my shop yet. So it gets
probably get on that.
It gets. Well, I just built this whole thing this summer. When I bought this house, there was no
Oh,
garage. So I had to build the whole
Oh,
fucking
man.
place. And yeah, I put that on a Lowe's credit card. My wife was like, "You're gonna have to deal with no insulation this year."
Next year.
Yeah, next year. I'll get it in next year. I'm actually thinking about doing spray foam.
Yeah.
Because the price of
That'd
like
be cool.
regular fucking insulation, dude, it's through the roof. I might as
Mhm.
well just do spray foam and just hire somebody to come in here and blast it out in 10 minutes than me spend all day getting itchy and fucking dealing with that bullshit. And they shave
Yeah.
all the
Right.
beams down and shit, so like I don't have to do anything. Just move my shit out of the way and let them go to town.
Yeah. They sell those kits at like Home Depot and shit, but it's fucking expensive.
Is it?
If you get someone to blow it in, yeah, you can buy like the box with the blower and shit. I think it's like $300, but it doesn't do that much, you know?
Oh, that's not good. I need to be able to do everything.
Yeah. Get a company to come in.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's worth the money just to save yourself the headache.
Yeah,
Oh,
seriously.
yeah.
Just have it done.
Yeah, I'll get it everywhere too. I'm a fucking dick.
Dude,
I built this whole place, trimmed it all out. I used T111. I trimmed it all out with Azex, so it's like all super nice. And then went and got the paint for it, which is like a stain paint. I didn't even know it was a fucking thing, but that was like fucking $400. And started painting it by brush, and I was like, nah, this is gonna take way too fucking long.
No.
So then went and bought one of those electric sprayers. Didn't tape
how do they
anything
work?
off. Dude, they work so fucking good. So fucking good. I did this
Really?
entire place,
I was going to get one. Yeah.
3 coats in like 2 hours. It was fucking
Holy
insane.
fuck,
wow.
dude.
Yeah, it works the balls. But didn't tape any of the trim off. So all that brand new white Azek trim just has like oversprayed fucking green on it. And I'm like, I'll just sand it next summer. Fuck it.
Spin stripe it.
Yeah, I'll just pinstripe all my fucking.
Pinstripe it.
It would take so
alpha
long to
mammals
pinstripe
cheat.
all that trim. Oh, fuck.
No shit. The electric though is economical though, right? I mean, you don't have to have a compressor or any of that shit. Like,
Nope.
and it works
Yeah,
good.
just turn it on and it goes, and yeah, it works great.
That's fucking awesome. Dude,
I didn't think it was gonna
when you
get-
get that spray foam on you, that shit never comes off either. By the way, I did a little bit in my basement and shit. You know, you get it on your hoodie or whatever. You're like, oh, I'll take care of that later. Dude, it's just like, it's a part of your fucking shirt now.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hire
Yeah,
somebody.
you can't. It does not come off. Yeah, hire someone.
Yeah, there's your argument for the wifey.
Yeah.
Hire somebody.
Like, I'm going to ruin all my clothes.
Or I'm going to have to buy a whole new wardrobe.
Yeah,
She's like, you're lying. You
get
haven't bought
on
new
stuff,
clothes.
and then we're gonna have to clean stuff.
I'm
Yeah.
still wearing clothes from when we first met 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, I don't buy clothes for myself.
Never.
I got this fucking
Never.
motherfucking thing, dude. It got like holes in it and shit.
She'll buy me clothes because, like, she hates, like, I'll go to her mother's house for, like, dinner, and I'll be wearing jeans that are, like, have fucking axle grease on them. And so she'll buy me new jeans, and I'll ruin them within a week. They're fucking smoked. So, like, that's, you know what I mean? All my hoodies have a hole in the fucking pocket from grinding and shit. It's fucking, I look like a scumbag on
Oh,
the
yeah.
You got to find yourself a lady that just knows that you're going to be a dumpy motherfucker for the rest of your life. You know,
Oh, she knows.
you can't be fresh. Yeah,
She knows.
Yeah. It's okay.
When I
All my
first met her,
jeans, yeah,
dude, when I first met her, I was like, kind of like a psycho, dude. I was at the gym every single day, 7 days a week, got a haircut every week, new clothes every week. I would only wear socks and like wife beater tank tops one time. But now I got no time for that shit. I cut my own hair in the bathroom now, and I have the same underwear from 10 years ago.
Yeah, dude, my fucking underwear is translucent. You hold it up to a light, and it's like,
Yeah.
like, who am I trying to impress, dude? What the fuck? That's the best part about being married and having kids. You can just be a fucking dumpy fuck for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Just covered in oil, burn holes
Eat
in your
burritos
shirts.
every day.
Every day. One a day keeps the doctor away. How many kids you got?
One.
Just one? How old?
Yeah, 6-year-old.
6-year-old.
Little
Hell
girl.
yeah, dude.
Oh,
Boy or
little
girl?
Girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's tough. I got an 8-year-old daughter,
Yep.
and she's a
Yeah.
psychopath.
Oh, she's already there. She's already got the attitude at 6 years old.
Dude,
Tell me,
it's
I need a
fucking
phone.
crazy.
Yeah,
I got a
Daddy, I need
7-year-old
phone.
girl. Yeah.
You're 6. What do you need a phone for? Who are you gonna call? Grandma.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call Grandma. Like, oh,
Yeah.
get real. No, go back to your room.
Yeah, tell grandma to buy you a
Yeah.
goddamn phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got
No
a
shit, dude.
14-year-old son, a 12-year-old son, and an 8-year-old daughter. And my 8-year-old daughter is by far the craziest one. Try to
Yeah.
fist fight people and shit. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But good times.
Yeah,
Well-
yeah, she cracks me up though. So some of the shit these kids come up with come out of their mouth. Like, where did you get that from?
Yeah.
I know you didn't get it from me. Yeah, YouTube. That's got to be
Yeah.
it.
Dude, I tonight deleted YouTube off of all the iPads, all the TVs. It's banned in my house, dude. Because my kids were talking back, and I'm like, you didn't get that from me, dude.
You gotta, hey, listen,
Yeah.
you gotta get
YouTubers, dude?
them. You gotta get them on kids YouTube. It doesn't let
What's
them
kids
search.
YouTube?
It doesn't let them search anything crazy, all those streamers and shit. They can't watch any of that shit.
It's all rated.
Yeah,
It's curated for kids. Like they can't get to that crazy stuff.
yeah. There's some
the
shit
worst
my
part about
daughter will be
YouTube,
watching, and they're like, "You stupid little
just
bitch!"
screaming.
I'm like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck?"
Yeah,
And it's
Dude,
terrible.
the
They make it
the
look like kid
screaming.
stuff.
Yeah. Dude, it's like cartoon characters, and
And
one of them will be like emo.
Yeah,
and
and
she's
then
like,
5 minutes into it.
"Yeah." It'll be like an emo chick, and she'd be like,
But they're like
"That little
26-year-old.
bitch was talking to my boyfriend. I'll cut her." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you watching?"
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, that's going off.
Dude, that's just fucking poison, dude. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know that there's a difference between like your dad's a YouTuber, but we have respect for one another. You know, like we're not just
Do we?
screaming at each other. They do watch the show.
Oh, yikes. I told my kids, I'm like, if I catch you listening to the show, you will be grounded. I say way too much fucked up shit on the show for my kids to be hearing.
Yeah, no. Well, I use that as a lesson to teach my kids what not to do. I'm like, you see Loctite? Don't say the words that he says.
That's why they don't talk to me when I come over. I thought they were just shy kids.
They're afraid. I'm like, yeah, you know what he went to jail for.
You have them listen
All right.
to get to know your host.
That one scared my wife. She was like, what are you doing? Who are you hanging out with?
All right, well, let's
right,
take this
this is
opportunity
the
to thank
part-
some of the people here.
Yeah, we gotta
Some of the people that make the
to
show
make
possible.
the show possible. Last but not least,
Up first, we got Lowbrow Customs, everything you need for the road ahead. Tyler and his team has been supporting us for almost since the fucking beginning. They support everything motorcycle related in the fucking country. You will see a Lowbrow banner at every fucking show you go to. I promise you that. So return the favor, buy some shit from Lowbrow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and check them out on Instagram. Tell them the boys from the Low Life Chopper podcast sent you. Up next, we got Deadbeat Customs, the creator of the Deadbeat Retreat, where all low lives go to die. Steve has something for everybody, for the chopper guys, the FXR guys, the Dyna guys, the bagger guys, whatever the fuck you ride, he has something that you can use. Use code LOWLIFE at checkout to save some motherfucking money. And check them out on YouTube and Instagram. Next, we got Dan from No Luck Paintworks cooking up some of the dopest custom paint jobs on the motherfucking East Coast. Books are wide the fuck open and booking pretty goddamn fast. So if you have a project that you are trying to get done before spring, hit him up, get on the books. Or if you just want to revamp your shitty fucking chopper and get some legit paint on it because you have now graduated from the spray paint class, hit him up. No Luck Paintworks on Instagram. Next, we got Steel City Blacksmithing. This motherfucker's twisting everything metal. Motorcycle frames, pegs, fucking cooking utensils, whatever you want, he will fucking make it for you. He'll make you Thor's hammer, dude, with a twisted fucking handle. Go check him out, Steel City Blacksmithing. Follow him on Instagram and watch the build that he is about to make for the smokeout. I promise you, it will be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Next, we got Stay Strong Co. I put up some fucking clips today of me enjoying
What was
the
that?
fucking...
What was that? That was like experimental shit.
It was called The Garden Shit.
Yeah, that's like some experimental shit. What is that?
I don't know, dude. It's fucking some sauce that he sent me that it's so delicious.
Dude, that looked like fucking sick.
Yeah, and
dude.
that's how I eat it, dude. How I had in that fucking little reel there. I just dip everything in it like it's a fucking sauce. I love it to death. Go to Stay Strong Co. Get
So fucking
some
good, dude.
the shit hot sauce. Tell them the boys from the Low Light Chopper podcast sent you, and check out the rest of the shit that he is cooking up. Next, we got Rhino Resto.
My mouth is watering from that fucking that fucking post you put up though. That garden, that fucking dude, that fucking hot sauce is for real. I'm actually gonna sub out my sponsor space just to talk more about this hot sauce. No,
Perfect.
Inconveniently located in Henniker, New Hampshire. We're vaping. We're vaping.
What?
We're vapor honing. See, this is the part of the show where I start to crumble and I fall apart because I've had way too many Modelo's. Like now I'm looking at the 12 pack I had, and it's like there's just like
Rhino Resto,
like,
unconveniently
really
located in Henniker, New Hampshire. He's vapor honing every motorcycle part that you have that's shitty, crusty, fucking decrepit. He'll make that shit look new again and definitely get you laid. The ladies love a clean piece of hardware. All right, boys? Get your shit clean. Hit up Rhino Resto, and he will
Clean
get
that
you looking
lean.
right.
Yeah,
Up next, we got Loctite's Chop Shop. We got Loctite's Chop Shop. Anything you need pinstripe, hit me the fuck up, or hit my boy up here. One of us will fucking take care of you. I'm pinstriping all winter. I'm supposed to be building this shovel head back here. Eventually, I'll get to that. But I'm trying to do some fucking pinstripe right now, so hit me up. Like I said, if you want Christmas ornaments, I fucking hate doing them. I'm not stocking them. Special order only, and only if I like you. If you've ever been a cunt to me, I'm not doing them. I hate painting Christmas ornaments so bad. Either way, hit me up, Loctite's Chop Shop on Instagram.
He's Scrooge.
And last but not least, we got Speed Trap Choppers. This is where you can plug your ad right now.
Thanks for having me, guys. What's that?
You can plug an ad right here if you want.
Oh, yeah. Hit up the website. Get them raffle spots going.
Oh yeah, get that raffle going. Actually,
yeah.
Don't buy any because I want to buy all the remaining tickets and get that for myself.
I'm pulling a winner the week of Christmas, no matter what.
Week of Christmas, baby. We're running out of time.
Yep. Christmas present to everybody who got in. Doesn't matter how many spots are left.
I'm definitely buying into that for sure.
That's a good
I
fucking
never,
deal, dude.
ever win anything, but I got to buy into that just in case.
I'm gonna do it.
There you go.
I'm gonna do it.
Is the website just Speed Trap Choppers?
Yeah. .com.
Cool. And go give him a follow on fucking
Yeah.
Instagram if you haven't yet. He makes some great fucking shit.
Yeah, do that.
Last but certainly not least, this show, the Low Life Podcast.
We're switching over to all FXR and bagger shit from now on. That's where the money's
Number
at.
1. Wait, number 2 in Normandy or wherever I said.
Norwich.
In automotive. Norway.
Fuck, we were both wrong.
Yeah. The 3 people that listen to podcasts in Norway. Thank you very much for making us number 2 in Norway.
I
We're
love
climbing
it.
fast though.
I love it.
I think we're like number 26 in Canada. Anyways, this show, hit us up, Loctite at Low Life Chopper Podcast. He's gonna get that on his phone soon.
It's on my phone, just not on my laptop.
Get it on your laptop soon. Or Rhino at lowlifechopperpodcast.com. And let us know what you want. We do have some merch. And just let us know. Actually, there was a dude that hit us up about a fucking build that he was doing. He's not on social media. Use that email. If you're a listener and you have cool bikes and
it's
you want
Derek.
to get on the
Shout
show.
out to Derek.
Yeah. Dude, we're going to get him on the show. If you're not I wish I didn't have to do the fucking Instagram thing. I wish I didn't have to do the OnlyFans. The OnlyFans thing is really the things I have to do on there. It's terrible. I don't
really pushing the boundaries.
Enemy, but if you're not on Instagram or any other gay shit, hit us up on the email and let us know what you want. If you have a cool bike, send us some pics. And if you want some merch, if you have an idea for some cool merch, just hit us up too. But you can order off that or on IG. I'm pretty active.
And I have 4 new designs that we're going to put up soon.
You got 4 new designs?
All right, so some of them are new. Some of them are very vintage from the show.
Vintage designs.
Yes.
Okay. I like that.
And I had something else.
Throwback.
Oh, we're going to do a Would You Rather. Rhino asked me this earlier, and I just thought it was funny. So we're going to ask you. Are you cool with this?
Oh, I guess.
All right, you have to consent.
So this takes some thought because he answered one way and I answered the other way, but it made sense for both of us.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So would you rather add 2 inches to your height or 2 inches to your dick?
2 inches to my height.
Really? How tall are you right now?
How tall are you?
5'10".
See, it makes sense for you.
Interesting.
It makes sense for you.
Yeah.
So Rhino's reasoning was he's also 5'10", 5'11". So if he adds 2 inches, he's over 6 foot. That's a mile mark. You're like, yeah, I'm over 6 foot.
Uh-huh.
I'm 5'7". If I add 2 inches, now I'm 5'9". I'm still short as fuck. You know what I mean? So I'm taking the 2 inches in the pants.
Yeah. It just like visually, if you add 2 inches and you're 5'7", now you're as tall as you are wide.
It's all about perspective, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I'd take the 2 inches in height. Put me over that 6 foot mark. I mean, you must be over 6 feet with that quaff, though.
Maybe, I don't know.
See, I'm bald, so I'm.
That's just how it goes, actually. Like, that's not as intentional as you think it is.
It's not like a style.
No. All right, so on Loctite. So how much would it take to get you to 6 feet? 8 inches?
I'm 5'7". I'm really not even 5'7". I'm going to tell you guys this because I love all you guys. I'm 5'6.5".
5. All right. So 5 inches. Let's say 5 inches in height or 5 inches to your dick length.
5 inches to dick length because that puts me on a whole new level.
That's
dude.
a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and I wonder
then you're porn star. It doesn't matter if you're short and fat, dude. If your fucking dick is that long, you're crushing the game, dude.
Yeah, Ron
fucking
Jeremy
hello
style,
OnlyFans, dude.
So,
I'll quit my job and start an OnlyFans.
We already got one. You just got to start posting on it. But if it was, all right, 2 inches to your height or 5 inches to your length, I do 5 inches on the length.
Yeah.
That's like a 300% increase.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. All right, before we get any deeper off the fucking rails here, Nick, it was a pleasure having you on. Super fucking good episode. And we should definitely catch up after that pinstripe convention because I would love to hear how that goes.
For sure. Yeah. Thanks for having me on here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it
Good
was
stuff.
really good. We love you Midwesterners. Even if I don't know geographically where you actually live. I get confused easily, but
I'll send you a map.
Same.
Hey,
I need to put a map
maybe you
over
should-
my laptop.
Maybe
the wall.
That way I know. Like that way when people tell me where they're from, like, okay.
we both look up at the same time, like,
right. Just stick a pin where whoever you're talking to lives at that
Yes.
particular time.
Yeah,
For that
that's a good
episode.
idea.
yeah, that's good. That's a good idea.
That's good.
All right, man.
All right.
Toodles.
End of episode. It's all staying in.
Oh my